This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. If you believe it, say it. You're gonna make it. Say it. If you believe it, say it. Yeah. This is my day.
This is Trending SA on SABC3 and on our website as well, TrendingSA.tv. Today, I'm very excited. It is #World Teachers Day. So a big shout out to all of the teachers out there. Quickly, round the table. Nina, favorite teacher ever?
Miss Bowman, Standard 1, choir teacher.
Shout out to you.
Yes.
Lerato?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I didn't like my teachers.
I had quite a few. My drama teachers, Mrs. Elliott
and Mrs. G.
Yeah, drama
Mrs.
teacher.
G.
And
I had a Mrs. Dean, and she was like my English teacher in high school, and she was, oh my God.
You
so
came
that's
at the
why
wrong
she
reason.
was your favorite.
That's
teacher.
why she was everyone's favorite. She was
And Miss
everybody's
Diabru,
favorite.
that was my other drama teacher. So trending now on social media is what we're going to talk about. Every single aspect, we are going to just put it on this table and give you that thing. That thing, man.
I refuse to be part of it.
Now, Goody Roberts is out in Zanzibar. She will not be here until next Monday. But chilling with us in her place. I mean, you've already seen her. She is so stunning. Lerato Khanyago.
You don't get this on live.
So, as live TV goes, you know all about live TV.
Yeah.
We're having some gremlins, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Trending SA on 3.
This is my day. This is my day.
Alrighty then.
Hey,
Take two. Let's do it. This is Trending SA on SABC3. I'm already getting so many of your tweets. Hey, at Lerato Khanyago, you're so gorgeous. Hey, Lerato Khanyago, in for Goody Roberts, it's gonna be lit. Hey, LKG is so awesome and gorgeous. Hashtag Trending SA. So keep them coming through, right? At Trending SA on 3 and Trending SA on Facebook and on Instagram. Of course, our guest host today is Lerato Khanyago, in for Goody Roberts, who is luxuriating in Zanzibar. We're jealous. But this is Shaka Sisulu, who never luxuriates.
I'm damn jealous, Shaka Sisulu.
Never
That's my full
luxuriates.
name.
And she is the epitome of luxuriation. This is her life. Nina Hasty. Hello.
I am luxuriation. I'm
Yeah.
the golden bone. You know this. I woke
Golden
up early so
bone.
that I could get my head
I mean,
did.
there's nothing more luxurious than a golden bone.
Golden
Yes,
bone.
I know.
Any kind of bone.
As a
generally.
dog, I know that.
Empa Bimuloy. Hello.
I like it. What face is that?
What face is that? It's
Hello.
a new face. Is that a public face?
I think I'm practicing. Because when a kid does things, you go, hey. So I've got to practice. I've never had to do that before.
Parent faces.
Yeah.
Parent faces.
What's on your timeline today, Nina?
Okay, so October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's a very important thing to me as my mom is a breast cancer survivor. So, and there's going to be things I'm going to share about. So there's lots of posts on my TL about it. Some of them are quite ignorant, so I want to educate people. And there's a lot for us to know about this dreadful disease. So I thought I should invite an expert to chat to us about breast cancer and how we can catch it early if we develop it. So Dr. Carol Ben has kindly agreed to come through and chat to us and also show us how to check for breast cancer. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions on this, please tag us. We may just ask Dr. Carol your question. Boom, boom.
Dr. Carol is so spectacular and she does such great work in this field. So it's an honor to have her on this show. So please do send in questions. You might not get an opportunity with this kind of expert again. Now, I hear that woke Twitter has been trending.
Sai.
What's woke on your timeline, Shagaleeks?
Well, the issue of the students and being attacked by private security, as well as the police, as well as the continued protests and all of that, and the mess that UCT became yesterday, the mess that WITS became yesterday. We want to talk about all of that. Yeah, I want to talk about that.
All right, fantastic. And then we'll go in on this half-half, right?
Okay.
You've heard this babes Wodumo
Let's go
trend.
50-50.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, let's go 50-50.
LKG, let's go 50-50.
Yeah, you have to say it like that.
But that doesn't even sound like me.
Let's go.
What are you saying? So the suffix Wodumo, you've seen so many people having Wodumo added to the end of their names, right? Lots of celebrities like Dr. Rebecca Malopo is Babes Wedumiso. Black coffee is Babes.
Wimpam.
Ow!
You know what's that all about, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So tweeps are challenging each other to come up with more of these. So I want to challenge all of you around the table and you at home to come up with some as well, right? So
What would we call you, Pabi?
I have no idea. I spent the whole weekend. This is how much of a life I have. I spent the whole weekend thinking of a Bodu for myself.
Oh, gosh.
And I can't come up with one.
That's, I don't know if
Babes
that's a first world
Wombana.
problem. Is that a first world problem?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I just have too many nice books to read. So I just did that in my spare time. So you let us know, right, if there's anything that you think
Babes
that we
well
should
Aw.
Bodu more or babes ourselves.
Babes.
And you, Shaga?
What's yours?
No,
Babes or what?
I'm just Shaga Wotumo.
I'm Babes Warhoughton.
That's already taken. We're
What's that?
Houghton.
I don't know.
Oh.
Babes War North
What?
Cliff.
What's taken? Shaga Wotumo.
Oh, so I guess if you are Babes or Houghton, then I guess I'm Babes or Ghetto.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, babes, okay. Actually, I am
Yes,
Shagawa Vosho.
Uh-huh.
Can you
show
even
us.
do Vosho?
You can.
But please don't.
Listen,
No, 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 no.
yesterday we ended on a very high note.
Yeah.
Lots of high kicks.
Please.
We don't need to go there again today.
Sure.
We
We
have
can
Dr.
keep it.
Malinga here.
We can
Yes,
keep it.
I
calm.
saw. Yeah.
Yeah. And we
It was
were all
lit.
scared.
It was
Yeah.
lit.
Anyway, let me show you.
Please.
But we're going to move on now. And
Babes
then
was
get
scary.
our Woman Crush Wednesday, right? So her profile on Twitter reads as follows. Talk show host, MC, Metro's Drive Time co-host, live and presenter, and club DJ. But that is not all there is to this incredible woman of the airwaves. She's our co-host and Woman Crush today. You know, you don't sleep, do you? Lerato Kanyako.
I actually don't.
don't?
My bio on Twitter says I don't sleep, which
Yeah.
I hardly sleep because
many
I
hours?
work Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
I try and sleep for at least 4 or 5 hours
Okay.
in summer, and then in winter probably
Do
sleep
you
a bit
sleep in
longer.
the nude in summer?
Shaga?
No, I actually
Control
don't.
yourself.
No, no, it's a good question.
why.
I actually don't. And if you're sleeping next to me, you have to have all your clothes on.
What?
Yeah.
So
it's
you
like-
gotta get up,
I don't
go
want
and
to be touching
put
you.
your clothes on again, and then come back to bed and lie next to you.
Absolutely, yes. So, yeah, if you come into my house, just know
Oh,
that's
thanks
what's
for the
going to
tip.
happen.
Thanks for the heads up. Listen, what drives you actually to be this team no sleep person like DJ Spoo? What makes you go, I just can't sleep, I have to work on this, work on that? What is it? Where is it coming from?
Geez, I mean, it's. I think mostly it's about my background, where I started off at Soweto TV. You know, I've always been hungry. I have a vision. There's so many things I want to do. So every morning I think about things that I want to do and how I can achieve them, or get a few steps closer. So and I just keep it going. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so many people think you started on the link, right? But some people don't know your whole story. You were Miss Jam Alley.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
No, let's move on. No, but I mean, it's like, wow, I only talk about that. Miss Jameli, Miss Soweto.
You were Miss Soweto?
Yes, I was
Miss
Miss
Lady
Soweto.
Bird in 1990. Miss Lady Bird for OK Bazaar's Sunny Side.
Oh, I thought you said you were Miss Soweto too. I was about to say, how?
I was Miss OK Bazaar's.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What did you get? Groceries?
No, I didn't. I asked them for a Ferrari and they didn't want to give it to me.
A Ferrari?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, did you guys date those guys that only date Miss something something?
No. I was 7.
No, I mean,
down.
Actually. So there was a big topic, open up the industry, right?
Yeah.
Lots of people talking about how the entertainment industry is kind of just bogged down to certain people. And you spoke quite vocally about how in the beginning of your career you were laughed at because your show was on a community TV channel.
Yeah.
People were laughing at you. The importance of humble beginnings. Tell me what your opinion is on that.
Listen, you have to, for me today, I appreciate every single opportunity given to me because of where I started off. And I also feel like I get to respect the people around me and my craft a bit more because of where I started off. And also you form this kind of base whereby, you've gone through everything. Nothing can shake you after that, if you know what I mean. Whereby if you don't go through all the necessary steps, I mean, in terms of like you come in and you shoot right at the top.
Yeah.
You haven't really mastered or learned all about the industry.
You feel like an imposter. It's a bit shaky.
Yeah.
Right?
No, actually, people like that don't feel like imposters. But I always kind of, I know this is going to sound terrible. I get concerned for people that haven't struggled.
I agree.
Yes.
Because I feel like what's going to happen is you didn't learn the lessons that were necessary to hold you up and build that foundation for when you actually
But
really
how do we know someone hasn't struggled? I mean, everyone struggles.
No, darling, not everybody
Not everyone struggles.
I mean, there are little white kids at Vid struggling right now.
Oh,
They say they want to go back to school.
You're so shady. Anyway,
Okay, so you aren't afraid to confront issues, and why I like you so much. I remember the first time that I kind of. There's a lot of women in this industry that represent something, beauty queen, whatever. But somebody posted something about your True Love cover that it was badly photoshopped, and then you posted the original photograph, and I was like, "You go, girl! You took on Media 24, you took on the entire industry, and you were like, hey."
Yeah.
This is the reality of the situation. I'm not afraid of that. Like, tell us about what's inside you that makes you so fearless.
I think it's just that fire, man. That's all it is.
She's on
There,
fire.
I'm on fire inside and out. No, I'm joking. But basically for me it was just because let me tell you, this industry is very fickle, right? And I was having a conversation with someone last night at a launch, and I said the reason why apparently I don't get a lot of endorsements is because I'm very vocal and I'm not pretentious. I touch on very important matters that affect us women as a whole, whether in the industry or our industry or out of the other.
Were they telling you this?
Yes,
Like
apparently so.
the reason that you don't get endorsements.
And
Did
with
you
me,
did you thank them for taking the time to think about your career and not their own?
oh well, actually, but with me, what was frustrating me with that particular publication was the fact that people started questioning. I mean, I put the cover and people started asking, did she get her lips done? Did she get her nose done? Did she get her boobs done? What's going on? But I saw the pictures beforehand and they were gorgeous. I mean, there wasn't even that much photoshopping, But they had completely changed me into someone else.
Weird.
I always say I look like a Cruella there, And it was very important for me to defend myself and say, listen, there was a lot of the Photoshop was overdone here. You guys made me look like a completely
was a bit weird.
different
Like,
person.
it looks like your head is not attached to your neck properly. Like, I'm not trying to be like. See what I'm saying? It looks like it's in the wrong place.
Yeah, I get it. Like
No,
it's
Nina,
like a
that's
different
her
body.
head, Nina.
That's I see what you're
you see
saying.
what I'm saying?
But my
they're-
only problem was the lips and
Yeah.
the nose.
Yeah.
Actually, the face as a whole, I look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
You know.
You're much prettier
And,
in real life.
Thank you. I've heard that very often.
I find that very weird because our jobs are on TV.
On TV, I'm like,
No, I don't
Oh,
mean
okay,
in that
thanks.
picture.
Yeah.
That's what
so,
I'm saying.
and
Hi
also,
guys, I'm just gonna put my
Sorry,
phone in my mouth. I'm
Nina.
sorry.
And also
Okay,
just
yeah,
my
yes.
vocal about body shaming, which
Yeah,
is something
yeah.
very common, amongst young women, older women. I mean, we see a lot of young girls committing suicide because they've been bullied with regards to what their bodies look like.
Yeah.
So I had to stand up for them.
I like that. And I mean, but you and your sense that you can actually stand up for things or work through setbacks like this, right? What motivates you? What's your motivation?
Sure, like a lot of things. What inspires? It's like when someone asked me the other day, who's your role model? I said, I'm inspired by like everyone, like different people every day. I can wake up in the morning, see a woman at a street corner selling veggies. You know, the fact that she made an effort to wake up in the morning, to put food on the table, that's inspiring for me. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's well-known or someone with money. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that motivate me. Like,
Lerato,
too
can I
many
ask you a
things.
question?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I know that our lives are hectic. We go from gig to gig to gig. Staying motivated, staying fit, staying healthy, getting enough good nutrition, sleep, all of that, like managing your lifestyle is challenging. So, do you have...
That picture of you at the
Let's just
the
bring
fit
that up
club.
again.
Look at
Yes!
that. That's hot.
Yes.
So, okay, how does fitness fit into your regime as well? Like, is that part of your regime? And then also, if you can, while you're expanding on that, just talk about, like, do you read motivational books? Do you read books? What are you reading right now?
Oh, absolutely. Well, exercising, I have to because I'm always on the road. I mean, I'm in the car Monday to Sunday, so I have to. And also, when you go over 30...
Tell me about it.
Are you
I
over
don't know
30?
about that.
Yeah, I am over 30.
Nice.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Are you over 30?
She's 65. What are you talking
Are
about?
you-
She's over 30 twice.
My gosh.
Probably something like 28,
I'm
right?
higher than you, Kuli.
Yes.
How old are you, Bobby, by the way?
100.
Not over 30.
Oh, okay.
Lying.
I know
Lying.
she's lying.
Well, listen, are you really over 30?
Yes,
Just
I
do
am.
this with your hair. Do this with your
But by 1 or
hair.
2
My
years.
gosh.
Because I
Over
suspect
30 is
we're
the
a
new
similar
20.
age.
I still think I'm older than both of y'all.
I'm 32.
Twice.
Whatever.
I'm
That
older
is
than
my
you.
age, 1984, 18
Anyway,
January.
let's move away from the age thing. Let's talk about like something that, I mean, that's very close to you. You're a lady DJ, okay? In a male-dominated space, okay? Just deep voices all around when you walk into like those set rooms, the green rooms. How do you cope with that?
Sure. I mean, I just have to get up and hold my...
I mean, aren't we looking at you
Kahunas.
differently like, as the guys? Aren't we looking at
yeah.
you like a gimmick, like, she is...
Of course it happens. I mean, but I've also realized guys are generally intimidated by a woman walking into their space. So what I do is that you don't... No. I mean, you treat them with respect. You acknowledge that they are doing their thing and they're good at it. But let's work together. I'm not here to take your job. I'm here to work with you.
So
I'm not here trying to be better than
everyone's
you.
ego.
Yeah, sometimes you need to do that. But I mean, it's I see it happen and move right along.
Which DJ, male DJ, has needed the most ego stroking?
Ooh, that's
Nine.
a good one.
No, you know what? Put his name into a Wodumoism and then we'll try and figure it out.
We'll try and
We'll
figure
try
it
Trying to get me in trouble.
No?
Yeah.
No.
No? All right. Okay, I think that's a good move. Be silent. Be silent.
If you were to
biggest-
take one lesson from the entertainment industry, what would it be? Just one.
Stay in your lanes.
Stay
As
in your
cliche as
lane.
it
What does
sounds.
that mean?
Yeah.
Stay in your lane as in like, do your own thing. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Don't now wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, Bobby has 7 endorsements. I've got nothing. Everything happens at the right time.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. And our successes don't come at the same time. So
Yeah.
sit back, relax, and do what has been given to you. Master whatever that's on your plate at that particular moment. And don't put yourself
That's so
under pressure.
wise.
I
And
love
I've seen it
that.
happen so many times. So many girls in the industry where they're grabbing, endorsements where they're not getting paid. And that's so frustrating because now
That's
you
not
are-
an endorsement then. Then you're just an idiot.
Sorry, yeah, well.
Can I say that? Is that I'm just
No,
guys?
but it happens.
someone-
said
It's
it,
a big
baby. You
problem.
said it
Take the
already.
clothes, be paid to wear the clothes.
Yeah.
No,
And we
guys,
see it
can
happen
we be
so
honest?
often.
The industry developed
Just
from...
because you get
No, the industry developed from people getting freebies. Then they got freebies plus money.
Yes.
Then they got money, and then
But the thing is,
it's growth.
in the last less than 10 years, I have seen how the industry has grown
Yeah,
so much. Like
yeah.
the business end of what we
Yeah,
do
yeah.
has developed in such a different way.
Absolutely.
So it's just about keeping ahead of the curve as well. But we don't have to do this right now, right? You're with us
mean,
for
you're
the
here all day,
entire
right?
hour,
Yes,
right?
not
So
whole
you're
day.
here with us for the entire hour as well. LKG is with us as we go to a quick break, and when we come back on Trending SA on 3, we're talking about #breast cancer. We'll see you in a bit.
I love you.
This is my day. This is my day.
For real, we're back. Okay, hello.
Wow. Where did that happen? Hey.
All right, this is Trending SA on SABC3. Shaka Sisulu, Babi Moloi, Nina Hasty, and today we are joined by our WCW, our Woman Crush Wednesday, who's also doubling up as our co-host today because Siskuli Roberts is luxuriating in Zanzibar.
Luxuriating.
Zanzibar.
We're not jealous.
Jealous.
This is Lerato Kanyako. So that's why we kind of interviewed her also, and now she's going to co-host with us also. It's a bit of everything. Right. So it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the issue of breast cancer has been topical on our timelines. Nina noted earlier, there's still a lot of lack of knowledge about this disease. A lot of us don't know what it is to find cancer, to, inspect our own breasts and to nip it in the bud if we catch it early. So, Nina has kindly invited Dr. Carol Ben, who is going to join us right now, an expert on breast cancer issues.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the show.
I love the pink.
Thank you
There
very
we
much.
go.
How are you doing,
I'm
Doctor?
fabulous.
Good,
Good.
good.
Great to see
Very
you
good to
guys
see
and
you.
ladies here.
Is that a breast cancer awareness color
So
jacket?
this is breast cancer awareness. There's the ribbon, and here's Donald Duck, because everyone goes wah 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 wah, and they can't hear what people are saying. And I think it's important that when we speak to people, they misunderstand.
Yes.
I like
Because
that.
they get so scared by medicine that it all sounds like Donald Duck in the background.
I like that.
I
There we
really
go.
like that, like the whole
Yeah.
thoughts behind it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you just said that so that you could
No,
get
I
away with wearing
choose-
Donald Duck t-shirts.
Oh, I love Donald Duck t-shirts, but I choose my t-shirts. I've got a topic on a certain type of breast cancer that we really see in young girls called triple negatives. And I have the 7 dwarves. So that each one's like the 7 dwarves.
Unhappy, like
Absolutely,
okay, cool, got you.
yeah.
So can we get straight into
Absolutely.
it? So there's a couple of questions I
Yeah.
want to ask. Okay, so in the simplest terms, what is breast cancer?
So I think cancer is an abnormal cell. You've got to look at it like a terrorist, okay? So it sits and it forms itself somewhere and grows within an organ, okay? So it'll create all this little what trouble it's going to cause. And most often it cannot cause trouble at the place where it starts. So most cancers kill people, and particularly breast cancers, by what they do elsewhere. So
Right.
like terrorists. Head out and create mayhem.
Okay.
So that's how cancers work. So we have cells in our body that are normal and abnormal, alive and dead. And it's the abnormal cells that grow and develop that are really how we, as people, understand a cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so can we talk about causes? Because earlier off screen we were talking about like, oh no, but cancer's not your fault. You just get it, don't you?
Okay.
Let's talk about causes of cancer.
So that's such an interesting point because at the end of 2014, Sky News said breast cancer prevent or decrease your risk by doing ABC, and in the US it turned around and said it's luck of the draw. It's a combination. So firstly, 6 out of 10 people who get breast cancer have no risk factors whatsoever. So that's important. So when you say it's not your fault, most people go through life thinking, I don't fit any of the risk profiles, therefore it can't happen to me. So we want to encourage sensible screening. That's first. Second thing is you must know your family cancer history on your mother and your father's side. Cancer is a random genetic event that comes as a result of environmental and genetic factors. I think of it like the bad Powerball.
Okay.
You know, it all comes down into the wrong numbers at the wrong time. And we do see cancers in youngsters and in older people. Exercise is critical, so exercise decreases cancer risk by about 42%. There is lots of information about healthy eating. Eat A, B, C, D, or E. The data is all over the place. I always say everything in moderation and as healthy as possible. But don't beat yourself over the head just because for one day.
Having said all of that, I could still get cancer.
Absolutely. You could do everything right.
What's the point? I mean, I could live really well, be really healthy, be all skinny and stuff, or I could just live a nice life, have my braai vlees, my pap, and my wine every weekend.
Good concept. Good idea. Because the thing is, what's the point? The point is you can do everything right or everything wrong. Smoke and drink and this, and we're not here to encourage whatever, and get it or not get it. So I think the thing is to be aware of your body. Your body is your temple. And the thing about cancer today is, particularly with breast cancers, is 90% of people are alive and well 10 years down the line. So the point is, we are here to make you aware that if something doesn't feel right in your body, you should go and have it checked out at a reputable and legitimate center. So not where people are rushing in, I didn't wear my scrubs, you know, we're going to cut here and we're going to do there. You need to know what you should screen for. So girls must screen for HPV and do their cervical test. Guys must check their prostate. More men have prostatic cancer at 80 than women do, have breast cancer. So what do you screen for? Check your body, know your body, examine your breasts, check your gonads, know if you're going to the toilet and things aren't right and you've got constipation,
Check your gonads.
Your gonads, those things that hang between your legs, because young men get testicular cancer. Absolutely. So you need to know your body primarily.
Okay. So you're saying that men get testicular cancer, but I hear men can also get breast cancer.
Oh, men can get breast cancer too. Okay, absolutely they can. So it's interesting that the international rate is about 1% of breast cancers occur in men. South Africa or sub-Saharan Africa is a slightly higher incident. We have an incidence of about 2%. Okay, so interesting. What's today? Wednesday. Friday, I'm operating on a gentleman with male breast cancer at Helen Joseph, and the following Friday as well.
Why do South Africans have a higher? Is it the same way that men in South Africa just have bigger bums?
I didn't notice that, but I will look when I watch them when I drive to work and run. Yeah.
I just want to know: are the signs and symptoms the same as female breast cancer?
Absolutely. So you pick up a lump, most commonly, that's not painful. That's mistake 101. People go 101. Okay, it's not sore. I'm too young. I'm a guy, therefore it can't be breast cancer. Most guys get gynecomastia, which is tender, centralized breast masses and a little bit of moobs, male boobs. Common, really common, okay? But the issue around breast cancer, painless lump, leaking from the nipple on its own, changes on the nipple, big glands under the armpit. Yours look good to me there. Okay.
What?
You're just checking. Okay.
I'm just checking.
Can I ask you, like, how old, at what age should you go for your first mammogram?
Okay, but usually after 40 or 50. I think the message is exactly what you were doing there. Is examine your breast. Because we see youngsters with breast cancer. I mean, we're operating on next week a 26-year-old. So the fact of the matter is, examine your breast once a month. Guys and girls, stand in front of the mirror. I always say it's a horrible thing to do when you're my age because everything kind of shakes and heads south. But you just got to get into the habit of it. Check your body in the mirror, flat of the hand, examine your breast standing. The secret is the magazines always tell you to put your arm above your head. Don't. Relax it nicely and you can feel all
Also,
the little
don't
lumps.
do this thing.
Don't do that. You can't feel anything that way.
Like there's a
No,
But I'm
puppeteer.
going to feel
absolutely.
completely different now,
But you're
pregnant,
pregnant,
than
yes, but
normal.
you got
yeah.
into the habit
Yeah.
of examining once a
So
month.
I'd know.
So you would know if there was a difference. And remember, 1 in 5 ladies have extra breast tissue. That fat stuff, you
Underarm
cannot
is
get
these
away,
converts for-
okay? It's not fat. You can't diet away. You can be skinny as anything and you can have extra breast tissue.
All right, so we've got a viewer question that's come through on all of our social media. So let's have a look. It comes from at tears_Mola, Mola. What are the symptoms of breast cancer?
Okay, so it's breast masses, it's change on the nipple. There are rare causes where you can get a big, hot, red, inflamed breast, but it could also be an infection. So again, we're going to say if you pick up something different, glands under your armpit, but most breast cancers present as a painless lump. What is interesting in this country is 20 years ago, 80% of people were presenting with cancers bigger than 5 centimeters. We've now dropped that to 60%. So the message out there is examine your breast. If you feel a lump, you need to go in to a good government unit or a good multidisciplinary unit, and we need to organize something as simple as an ultrasound. And if you're over 40 or 50, a mammogram and an ultrasound.
Okay, so because that was the question that I had
Yeah,
for like younger
yeah.
people. So my mom had breast and lymph cancer
Right.
at like 36.
So it's important that you monitor yourself sooner, and if your mom is still alive, we'd ask her to do a genetic testing. That's an important point, the whole Angelina Jolie thing.
Okay.
But you ideally want to test somebody who has a cancer.
Okay.
Because if we just genetically tested you and it came back as negative, it wouldn't mean that you're not at higher risk. It might mean medically that we're too stupid to work out the genetic
So my
combination.
mom has to be tested.
Your mom has to be
So
tested.
so what do I ask the people to test
So
my
what-
mom for?
it's a simple blood test, and we
Okay.
can check her for the common genes.
Right.
So saying, even with people with family history, in less than 10% do we pick up things such as BRCA1 and BRCA2, which are the common genes, and everyone knows the Angelina story.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we've got another question on social media for you, Dr. Ben. Yoli Yoles. When I was 3 months pregnant, I developed a lump on my breast. Can that mean something serious?
Okay. Most likely not, and a simple ultrasound in pregnancy, because the breast tissue is dense, as you said, you can't do mammograms so well. A sonar in pregnancy will tell us what it is.
Okay.
I want to put a little proviso there, is that breast cancer is the commonest cancer we see in pregnant women, 1 in 3,000. So we do see it, and the common reason for late diagnosis is everyone goes, it's just a lump, you're pregnant, it can't be cancer.
Oh, you see?
I remember I had a scare, actually. I had a lump, but I
Yeah.
had to go get it checked out, but it was fine.
Simple ultrasound at
Yeah.
a good unit, and then you go for an ultrasound 3 months later and check to see that it hasn't grown. That's the important thing.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw a tweet here from Gosazana_J saying it was instilled in me to self-check from a very young age.
Excellent.
We caught the cancer early and now undergoing chemo. So
Well done.
that's the big message,
Well
right?
done. So
Detect
that's the
early.
message. Whether you fry, pub, glass of wine, etc., enjoy your life, okay?
And check.
But check. Be vigilant about you, and I think we must take away this fear about, oh, well, I'm not going to go and see a doctor because if it's cancer, it'll kill me in 3 months. Not at all. It means people can have good and long lives and go through their treatment. So well done to her.
So, Dr.
Here we
Ben,
go.
where do we get more
Carol.
information? How do we find you, Carol?
Okay, so basically I run a massive government clinic at Helen Joseph. My most important thing is that people have good access to healthcare. Every single person, it's a constitutional right, should have good access to healthcare, from awareness to diagnosis to treatment to reconstruction to aftercare. So we run that. We have that in the government sector, and I have a massive unit at Netcare, which is run based at Mill Park, but the same concept. Awareness, 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 and also inspiring people through a multidisciplinary environment. That means lots of doctors. So me as a surgeon would sit next to you, the oncologist, the radiologist. That protects the patient. I don't like aspects of private medicine where there's not independent, multidisciplinary. There should be about everything.
Yeah.
Because then people are wired to do things because all the doctors are saying, oh, so-and-so, this is the right thing for
Yeah.
the patient.
Yeah.
And that's critical for me.
As
Well,
opposed
listen,
to,
you've eliminated that Donald Duck factor completely.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this was straight to
Yeah.
the point. It's succinct. Thank you very much for being here with
Absolutely.
us.
Take
And I
care.
hope you go out and you get as much information as you possibly can, especially this month and as we carry on in the years to come. All right, hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. That was it. But we carry on with more trending hashtags after the break.
This is my day. This is my day.
Who said that? Yeah. Yeah. All right, I love it. TrendingSA. That is the hashtag to use if you want to get into our conversation today. Welcome back from the break. Remember also to tag us across all social media. Listen, big shout out and social media love to everybody on Facebook as well, because I think sometimes we overlook
forget.
the FB fam, right?
You know, Facebook is still big. It's actually bigger than Twitter.
In our country, yeah.
No, all over the world.
All over the
actually.
world?
Yeah.
Oh. This is Lerato Kganyago bringing the knowledge. She is our guest co-presenter today as our beloved Kuli Roberts is luxuriating in Zanzibar. Now we move on to hashtag Wits. Hashtag fees must fall. heavy. Did you see the news yesterday?
Anything but luxurious. Here's actually how it started.
Yeah.
Over the past couple of weeks, students have been protesting at different universities. What are they saying? They're saying fees must fall, as in we want free education, particularly for the poor and the missing middle.
Yes.
All right. All that government has been able to offer is a no-fee increment for people, for all families up to families that earn 600,000 rands a year. Students obviously saying that's not good enough, started protesting at different universities. At WITS, however, they decided to become ingenious, and they held a poll last week. They were interdicted from that poll becoming a referendum. They held a poll last week to basically say, hey, do you want to go back to school and have security? And they came back and said that 74% of the results said, yes, we want to go back and have security. Then they had security wrapped all over the campus yesterday when students started protesting. They also had a court order banning anybody from having, a group of more than 15 people. So if you had a group of friends of 16, you were breaking the law yesterday. Anyway, the cops descended on our students. And you know what the weird thing is, right? You send your kids to get an education to these universities. The university says we're going to teach them about life. And what do they teach them? That when we disagree with you as elders, we are going to have the police descend upon you, beat you up, shoot you, shoot stun guns and grenades at you, shoot you with rubber bullets, but say, hell, it's not that big a deal. The Youths University also threatened to have a shutdown up until next year, meaning that effectively, for many kids, it would have been the end of they had to have the academic year happen next year. And the thing is that a lot of African governments have done this. It destroys education in that part of the country. Luckily, former student leaders intervened. Leaders like Dalimpofu, Moseneke, Feroz Kachalia. They went and they stood as human shields, and they then mediated between the current students who are protesting as well as the management. The management has now agreed to have a general assembly. But before this, we saw scenes of brave young girls putting their bodies on the line, stripping down, going basically half naked, just to say, we aren't a threat. We're not trying to threaten you. Don't shoot at us. We're just trying to protest. Today, there's been a turn of events. We have a group of students who are protesting under the hashtag Take Wits Back, predominantly privileged, and they were tweeting in a Facebook group earlier, WhatsApp group yesterday, saying, we can protest. There is no danger to us. We won't get shot by the cops. We're white. That's the state of play. Something similar is happening at UCT, but it's happening all across the country. And you know what it is? It's a phenomenon of this thing of we don't recognize you. Students not being recognized because they're young and because they don't have power. And now it's time for you, as the adults, to get up and actually say to these universities, you don't treat our kids like that. We don't shoot at them. We teach them that we resolve issues by negotiations, regardless of what it is that the students may have been doing.
Unbelievable that we're still doing this in here.
You know what is my biggest fear, though, is from the beginning, the students actually being divided now, like we see it happening. Because I just felt like now the message that's supposed to be put across is actually going to be diluted, which is what's happening now, because now we're focusing on who's doing what, who wants to go back to school.
Who's on which
and
camp.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's a tactic. It was a tactic deliberately employed. It's like an apartheid tactic. Let's say that some people here are not happy with the decision of the few people that are protesting because they represent the voice of many. The reality is that everybody who is at that university will be better off when all the universities offer free education.
Should we move on to our next topic? It's much lighter, no? It's the Wodumo thing. Can we do it?
Fees Wodumo.
Well, there's some of that as well.
Wow,
Protest
Shaka.
Wodumo. I don't know. All right, so there are lots of people on our social media who have given us
Fees Bawela.
these hashtags.
I don't think so.
Have you seen any? What are people saying?
I've got a whole lot of them. Actually. Let me get into
Because our
them. You carry
national
on.
treasure is Babes Wodumo. We've decided.
National
Key
key
point,
National
okay?
key
So
point.
she's key point Wodumo, right?
Right.
So we have Babes Wondumiso, who is
Rebecca Malope, guys.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
Dun, 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 dun.
We have Babes Wempama,
That's
who
black
is.
coffee.
We have.
Oh, here's a list.
Babes Okewaduma.
My gosh,
Does that
so many
mean
people.
previously famous?
Yeah.
Yo!
Which is really, yeah, that's Chomi, right?
Your job.
Yeah, apparently it's Chomi.
Oh, Babes Wenzila.
Oh, that's the lady we were talking about the other day, the one that was saying that Bonang actually put out a hit list on her, or a threatening email.
What is Wenzila? Ditila.
Yeah. Ngoli ngoli.
That is actually
That is
rude.
It's
disgusting.
the rudest thing.
That is
That is
very
very
mean.
rude.
I
and
like
that's
this
very
one.
mean, yeah.
Okay, tell us.
I got a babes wear recognition.
Oh, Madam
I do
Speaker.
not
It's a madam,
recognize
it's a
you.
Madam Speaker one. I've got the tweet. I've got the meme. If the team could just
Babes
pull it up, that would be cool.
Wabelungu.
Oh, that's Musi, my man. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, wow. Y'all are so spicy.
Coco Natty.
Oh,
Who else is there?
Okay, so we have another one that says it's not inspired by any celebrity, but it's inspired maybe by our culture. So it also maybe shows that we don't deserve the internet. Babes Wabapanzi is a
Good.
Oh.
goat
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
That's
oh,
very
I
funny.
saw that
cow.
yesterday. That's
or
funny.
a white chicken.
Cow or
A
a
white
chicken.
chicken. A white chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, two. You guys need two.
I've got one here. This one is quite funny. Babes Wogukala.
Who's that?
Pizzo Mosimani. The Sundowns coach.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's always
deserves-
crying
he
and being
deserves that.
dramatic.
Yeah, he deserves
That's
that.
hilarious. All right, so as I mentioned
I've
earlier.
got another one here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That you just made up.
Babes Wamatolo. Ricky Rick.
What does that mean?
You're so mean.
I'm not. I got it
explain
here
it to me?
on the internet. Yeah.
Oh,
Babes
Yeah.
of the knees.
oh, right.
Yeah.
The knees to
Because
the
he's got
disease.
skinny.
What?
But that's a different babes.
Yeah,
You
that's
What?
Tim.
The babes of the squeeze, the knees to
the
disease.
to the-
I like
guys are
that.
so
babes.
extra.
Do we have time to go through that list? No, we don't have time to go through that list. I suspect we do have time to go through that list,
And
but
they won't
everyone
let
is
us-
scared that
we'll
we're
get in
gonna
trouble.
Okay, guys.
No, we don't have time. We can't.
We can't?
We gotta do it.
So what about
Oh,
Boiti? What would you call her?
can't do it. You
Babes
tell
of-
us on social media what
Babes
you would
of
call
booty.
Boiti, Julius Malema, maybe Tembi
Babes
Siete,
of bum.
Euphonic. You know, people like that. You tell us, okay?
Babes of Epic,
At Trending
Julius.
Essay on 3. We'll be right back.
Shaka.
I said nothing.
This is my day. This is my day.
Welcome back. This is Trending SA on SABC3. You can also catch our show on TrendingSA.tv. Right, so it's the usual gang with Shaka, Babi, and Nina, but Kuli is not with us. She is in Zanzibar having the time of her life at the moment, and we're joined, of course, by Lerato Kganyago for this hour.
But I have a new AKA.
Okay, tell us.
Apparently on Twitter, at Mo Kaima, she says Lerato Kganyago is the babes will make down. Her face is way lighter than her arms.
Hey.
I guess my makeup is a bit too light today.
I think it's the light from the sun.
But you know, people don't get that you have to put on a lot of makeup and then it's a light.
But also, none of us are the same color
Wait, hang
every
on,
single
hang on.
way.
I am.
Look, none of us.
Even here.
No,
I
I'm
am.
sorry.
I am.
I actually,
let's take
My
this thing
face
down.
is
Let's
lighter
see if you guys are the same color.
Shaka.
Oh, Shaga.
No, I'm just saying.
What stupid women are you hanging out
Like,
with? to fall for that kind of crap?
I would have, like, 3 weeks ago, I would have been like, hey, look.
Hey,
I'm an idiot when it comes- you know that game is like, can you make your elbows? I'm like, wait, I can't do the thing. I'm really good when it comes to
Nina,
But we all have different
no.
complexions though. I know my face is lighter than my neck. And my arms are a bit lighter
Faces
than
are supposed to be lighter than necks. That's
Yeah.
why you have that scrubbing brush where they use an old sack.
Scrubbing brush?
You know that sack that they use for oranges?
Casey, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And that's why you use it on your neck when you're young.
Oh, not your face. I thought you were going to say use it on your face.
No, oh my
Okay.
God.
No, but is that a real thing?
It used to be a real
No, man. I don't think so.
It used when you were young.
thing. It was a real thing for me in
you
my
do
life.
that to-
Oh,
You're
were
young
you
one.
babes Wensila when you were growing up?
What? Is my second name
Thought I was
Tiki?
going to come for you. Wow. I
I'm
didn't
just
say
saying,
that.
listen.
Now listen, do we have individual Women Crush Wednesdays?
Yes.
Yes.
You were told.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so we'll start on that side.
Nina! Yes! Hi, guys. Okay, so my Woman Crush Wednesday is Tenjiwe Mosley. Because I'm going to be in Impangeni doing a show with her on Saturday night. If you guys are there at the Umfolozi Casino, it's going to be amazing. Do we have a picture of me and Tenj? No, we don't. No, I just look like a crazy person talking about nothing. But you can look at my face. 'cause
No, you know, people actually listen to the show. They heard you.
do they hear?
We are going to be in Mpangeni this weekend. Me and Tenji and Mosley. Who else is going to be there?
It's going to be hosted by. Hey guys, you see now I have to check my phone and I look
don't even know the
unprofessional.
lineup.
I don't know the lineup because I was
No,
waiting
but
for the
we've had the
picture.
entire
I've
lineup
got it
here,
here
right?
for you
Oh,
because
thanks.
I'm organized.
I like
First
that.
ladies of comedy, Tenjiwe and Nina Hasty, featuring Jemima, musical performance by Ayampama, and the MC Don Tandega King, 7 October, Umfolozi Casino, 7 p.m., 150 at CompuTicket.
Thank you, my promoter. I love you, Pops.
You're really good at this. Were you the voice that does it on Metro?
I'm the voice that does everything,
gig guy.
everywhere.
The gig guy on Metro.
I am. All right, I'm going to go with this young girl. She's 7 years old, right? Her name is Michelle Ngamangeng. Now, she is 7 years old.
Yes.
She's made history as the youngest author from the African continent to make the top 10 youngest writers in the world.
Chester, baby.
Her book,
That's my crush.
book is called Waiting for the Waves, and it was launched last night at Wits University. Can
for the
you
Waves.
believe it? Like, I want to read it, I want to see it, and she goes to the school that I went to.
Yes.
So, shout out Sacred Heart College.
What it is.
Can I tell you about my woman?
Go
first?
ahead.
Okay, she's my ex-boss, actually. The first black woman to own an airline. Caesar Mzimela.
Yeah.
Love her, love her, love her. She's watching. I love you, Caesar. I
love that
She's one of
airline.
the people that when I was working, because I was a flight attendant, and she said to me, "You shouldn't be here. You deserve to
Wait,
be
you were a
somewhere
flight
else."
attendant?
You
done
and
it
Nina
5 years,
are the
yeah.
same person.
I was a
Yeah.
flight attendant for 5 years.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's such weird
Yeah,
jobs.
and Nina used to be in the circus.
I was in the circus. The thing is, people don't know that I was poor and I had a really hard come up.
I want to talk about my woman crush. My woman crush, the women that were standing on the front line yesterday at Wits, in particular, ones that put their bodies on the line. It's not an easy thing. So it's a thing to be commended, that you actually take the struggle so seriously and so personally, and that you protect the people around you to the extent that you put your own bodies on the line. So our thanks and our gratitude on behalf of everyone in South Africa and the future to the work that you're doing. Big up to the students.
I actually got
Aluta.
goosebumps
Yeah.
as you said that, eh? That's
Yeah.
quite powerful.
Aluta.
So there we go. Thank you very much for being here
Goodbye.
with us
I'll be back.
throughout today. Thank you very much to Lerato Kganyago and to you for watching. That brings our show to an end. Tomorrow, Tsepo Maseko's with us.
Oh, that's
That-
fun.
Thank you for joining us, and I'm so glad that you did the whole hour before so that I could get rid of the drool.
Oh, okay. Is it gone?
Our show's
Don't be
over.
gross.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you
Goodbye.
tomorrow at midday.
You want to be the only free
This
one?
is my day.